Wow. Brand new information comes out. Shakur Stevenson was injured in his last fight with Zepeda. Days before the fight, Turki has now revealed. In this video, I'm going to break it down. Now, I'm going to jump right into it. Often imitated, never duplicated. A lot of people, they have these big preambles. We get straight to it. So a brand new interview with Turki and the Boxing Voice. He said, quote, "We pushed him, Shakur, for the last 3 months talking about the Tom and Jerry thing. What happens? In the end, all the people like Shakur Stevenson 100 times more than before, right?" He says that basically he's taking credit for Shakur fighting more aggressively. Quote, "He thanked me and sent a text message saying, 'Now I understand you.' He told me that he was coming from a serious injury. For that, he took the risk and fought Zepeda on Wednesday. 3 days before the fight, Shakur suffered a small injury in the gym while he was training. He still competed because he wanted to fight. After the fight, he said, 'Turki, I want to rest my hand. Then maybe at the end of the year or the beginning of 2026, I will be ready. I am with you.' I said, 'Shakur, I want to see you again, but I want a big fight. My dream fight is Tank Davis. If Tank doesn't happen, let's dream. There are a lot of big fights. Now there is Conor Ben. There are a lot of options. Shakur, next time, there is no tune-up. We want a big fight,' said Turki." So this is what he's saying. Shakur fought smart. He fought on the rope similar to Mayweather, and he went around sometimes like Tom and Jerry. This is boxing. It's the sweet science. It's crazy to be in front of another fighter. I understand, but it's also boring, something you don't want to see. Listen, bro, I still feel the same way. This whole Tom and Jerry conversation is dumb. We're talking about the sport of boxing. Hit and don't get hit. Shakur, he acquitted himself well. He had a volume guy, a dangerous guy, so they said, and he beat him up. He won convincingly. And he fought, in my opinion, he fought down, right? Meaning he fought in a style that was compromised because of this whole Tom and Jerry thing. What Turki is saying sounds absurd to me. He's saying that Shakur, fought on the ropes, kind of like Mayweather, but he also fought Tom and Jerry. He's still bringing up this Tom and Jerry stuff. And that was the most exciting we've seen Shakur in this division. You know what I mean? I'm not even going to count Yoshino because I don't even know who that was, right? So against the name, he fought fine. You still have Turki talking about no Tom and Jerry, and you fought little Tom and Jerry. This is his style, man. And I can't wait. Turki is treating boxing like his video game. He has money. He has resources. Cool. Treating it like a video game. You guys will see in the end that Boxingego was right again. Like, he's treating it like a toy. Like a rich kid has a toy and he don't want to play with the toy anymore. He put it off to the side. His dad buy him another one, right? Boxing don't work like that. And now you have Shakur, who's injured. He had an injury before, and now he's talking about he need to rest his hands until 2026 possibly. So he did that to entertain the fans, knowing he was injured, according to Turki, right? And you did all that, and then what? People loved it for a fight. And if you listen to my breakdowns, I am truly, it's not even a question. I am really him. I am the best in boxing history. I am the best in the business, and it's not even close. I give you fair, objective criticisms, concerns, and breakdowns. Point blank, period, bar none, right? I gave props to Shakur, but I also gave objective criticisms to the performance. While other people were trying to be like FBA and, oh, I'm pro-black, Shakur could do no wrong, I kept it real, right? I kept it real with you. Some things he did, he looked great and looked special. Other parts, I don't suggest it. And I explained why. Some people said, oh, Ego, you're hating. You're trying to, please Zepeda's fans and all this goofy stuff. No, I am telling the truth. The biggest problem I had with how Shakur performed was he stayed and languished on the ropes early in the fight, and it was working. But then Zepeda, being who he is, you kind of fought to his level, so he popping the jab and your head's getting rocked back. Even if some people are like, oh, Shakur blocked all of it, the optics look bad because we're used to seeing Shakur walk on water. And then here's another point that some people are like, oh man, you guys will never be happy. You said Shakur fought boring, and then now you're saying this, blah, blah, blah. First of all, I don't know who said what. I know what I said. Shakur has had some boring performances, but I understood them, and I understand boxing. That's the end of it, right? I never told Shakur to go fight like he Tank or fight like Rambo or Triple G. That's not who he is. So don't throw up what other people said, because I could care less what anybody else said. I didn't say those things, right? And you can still have boring performances, but they're still efficient. This, you dumb down your style, and now you picked up an injury. And again, I tell you, I had a elementary school teacher, and they said practice makes permanent. This is not good practice, because we know for a fact Shakur cannot keep up this style, this newfound fan-friendly style, against anybody relevant, especially the black relevant fighters like Tank, Floyd Schofield, Abdullah Mason, right? Or move up to 140 and fight like a Gary Antoine Russell. You're not going to fight him like that. So it's not even good practice to do a one-off fight against a flat-footed, slow dude with marginal power, with inexperience. That's cool. You did it versus him, but I never thought William Zepeda was a world beater like that. That was y'all that hyped him up. I thought he was coming off at least one loss to Tevin Farmer. So again, don't tell me what other people said. Talk about Danny, champ of the world. Talk about what I said. And I never told Shakur to fight like that. So yeah, that's why I'm criticizing. So don't leave dumb comments like, oh, but you guys said this, and you guys said it was boring, and now he gives you an action fight and you still complained. You can't throw up what other people said. Talk to them about what they said. Talk to me about what I said, right? Shakur's hand's injured. Now he out for the season to late 2025. It is dumb. And this looks bad for Shakur also, because his hands really aren't holding up. You fight an electrician, your hands get all messed up. You fight against Zepeda, I told you his hands were messed up. I seen when he ungloved and his hands were all red and swollen, right? This is not good practice. And the part that looks bad for Shakur is he talks a lot. So he's talking about fighting Tank. He's saying, I'll go up to fight Conor Benn at 147. Your hands aren't even healthy. How are you going to fight Conor Benn at 147 and your hands are beat up for going to war at 135? So to me, calling out Tank and calling out Conor Benn at 147 looks a bit suspect. I'm just being real. It looks suspect. And when Ryan Garcia and you had a back and forth spat, you was telling Ryan to come down to 135, knowing good and dang well Ryan can't make 135. But now you're willing to move up to 47 for Conor Benn. Why don't you move to 47 to fight Ryan Garcia? That would be a bigger fight. So Shakur Stevenson, I don't understand what he's saying. He's like has brittle hands and has a certain style, but to me, he's not being authentic and true to himself, because he's talking as if he's Tank or has healthy hands. And it's just be who you are, bro. That's all I'm saying. And Turki, to me, is setting him up. I've said it from the beginning. He's setting him up because he keep talking about Tom and Jerry, and he talking about no tune-ups. He said, when you come back, no tune-up. The man just said he had an injury, and Turki is repeating that he had an injury before the fight. Then he went and made the fight tougher to excite the fans because he was trying to be anti-Tom and Jerry. Now he needs a long break, and Turki's saying the first fight back, he need to get it cracking and have the toughest fight. I mean, I cannot wait until I am right. Turki is breaking his toys, and he'll just try to go off to the next one. And you're going to see These fighters that could have had amazing careers, a lot of them their careers going to be in ruins because you're matching them too aggressively and too fast. Like, you have to build up and, learn and improve. It's not about cherry picking. It's about developmental. If you put a little kid and you go from kindergarten to 6th grade, they're probably going to fail because that's such a wide jump. And even if you're not about the tune-up style fights, you have to appreciate, like, let's say some of these guys came from Top Rank. Now that you're working with them, you have to understand that they've been in Top Rank style fights, Top Rank style matchmaking with training wheels. So then if you just go from residential driving straight to freeway and you don't have an accomplished driver or a seasoned driver, they might not be good in that transition because they're used to driving residential 15, 25 miles and you just put them on the freeway. So anybody that's developing, you want to have a game plan. Like when I started driving, I didn't just go on the freeway day one. That might be overwhelming to a new student driver, right? So you guys will see over time, but Shakur's injured. Turki trying to put his next fight together, talking about Tank. How you going to fight Tank and keep him off you if your hands keep breaking versus lesser people, or, hurting your hand to the point where you need a year off? And Shakur said this. He said, the most I'll be able to fight is 2 times a year. And especially fighting, this is why I don't recommend fighting how he fought. He fought at a different pace, a higher pace versus Zepeda. And now he really probably can only fight 1 time a year because you're not even used to doing that. And then now you did it, you probably have to recover your hands for the next year. So it's like, why are you calling out Conor Ben and Tank and you're really out of commission? Streaming can be tough, which is why I use StreamYard. Click the link in the description for StreamYard, which is an awesome tool that enables you to set up your stream with ease of use. Get great results with live streaming. It's what I use. Stream to social media with ease with StreamYard. Live streaming is here to stay. Engage with your audience using StreamYard. Great way to reach out to your audience and connect. So you need a tool that can do that. If you're new to YouTube and you're struggling to get views, one tool I can provide to you is TubeBuddy. I've been on YouTube over 10 years. I use TubeBuddy daily to crank out videos just like this one that you're watching. Learn how the pros do it with TubeBuddy. YouTube receives a lot of traffic, which also means a lot of creators, a lot of people putting out content. So you need to learn the ropes so you know how to separate yourself, especially if you're new. But even if you're a pro, use TubeBuddy. The link is in the description. Get more views, more subscribers, and a higher click-through rate, so ultimately you can realize all of your online goals. Use my affiliate link in the description and grow your channel fast.